once you have your 4 quadrants all sewn together, then you're going to sew them together in 2. So I already sewed this one. I just put my right sides together, lined it up so it was perfect on the point, and then after I sewed this line, I set my stitches. So I pressed, and then I opened it up and pressed it to one side. Now you'll do the same thing for the other side. Connect these two, and sometimes it doesn't work out to have them going opposite directions depending on how you've arranged your square. So I'm going to have both of those on the same side, and that's okay. Just line up your points so they're exactly together. Put your pin in and hold those so they're right exactly pinpoint on, and then you line up your 2 ends and sew from side to side. Once you have all of your pieces sewn like this, then you'll just slip this over and do the same thing over here. At this point, you might want to open up that seam and press this middle one open so that you don't have too many seams causing too much bulk. Okay, I'll show that in just a minute. And after you construct your whole quilt top, so this is our mini quilt, then you're going to put it together in a quilt sandwich. You'll take your black fabric and you're going to put this with the right side up and the wrong side is against the batting. Then you'll turn it over and you'll put your quilt top on top of it like this one is. So I have right side showing with the batting in between. At this point, you're going to put pins and really put quite a few pins in, and depending how you want to do it, I've shown 2 different ways here of how you can pin it. We're going to be stitching in the ditch, which means we're going to be stitching right in between where these 2 lines meet up. We change our presser foot on our machine to the number 5 presser foot, and it has this little blade in the middle, and it goes right along that ridge. So it keeps it nice and straight. Now, I'm going to show you a couple of student examples. I would suggest that, especially if all of your points don't match up perfectly, this one looks really good, but this one's not perfect. They didn't quite stay in the ditch here. I would suggest using black thread, because then if your lines aren't perfectly straight, it won't be as obvious. So this student sewed with black thread, and you can't tell as easily where things weren't perfect. So black thread when you're stitching this quilt sandwich together.